around your home right now, if you have a cat, there is a small, mysterious creature sharing your space who communicates in ways most people never fully understand. And that gap in understanding is costing you something precious. It is costing you a real relationship with an animal who is far more emotionally complex than most people give them credit for. Today, we are going to change that. We are diving deep into the science of human and feline connection, and by the time this video ends, you will see your cat through completely different eyes. Let me start with something that might surprise you. For a long time, cats were considered solitary, independent animals who merely tolerated human presence. Scientists believe they domesticated themselves purely for practical reasons, hanging around human settlements to hunt rodents and nothing more. But modern animal science has completely dismantled that idea. Research now shows that domestic cats form genuine social bonds. They experience something that researchers describe as secure attachment, the same type of emotional connection we study in human infants and their caregivers. Your cat is not just using you. Your cat actually needs you. Animal science, specifically the branch that studies human-animal interaction, has revealed that the relationship between cats and humans is built on a surprisingly sophisticated communication system. The challenge is that cats did not develop this system to communicate with us. They developed it to communicate with other cats. And here's the fascinating part. Over thousands of years of living alongside humans, cats began adapting their communication to bridge the gap between species. They essentially learned to speak a language that we could understand, while we remained largely unaware of what they were saying. So let us talk about the foundation of this communication. It starts with something called allo rubbing. When your cat walks up and presses their forehead or cheek against your leg, they are not just being cute, they are marking you. Cats have scent glands located around their face, and when they rub these glands against you, they are depositing pheromones. This behavior is something they would normally use with other cats they feel safe with. By doing it to you, they are saying you belong to their social group. You are family. Then there is the slow blink. If you have ever locked eyes with your cat and watched them slowly close and reopen their eyes, you have witnessed one of the most important gestures in feline communication. Cats typically avoid prolonged eye contact with animals they feel threatened by. A long, unbroken stare is actually a sign of aggression in cat language. But that slow, deliberate blink is the opposite. It is a signal of trust and relaxed contentment. Scientists have confirmed through controlled studies that cats respond positively when humans initiate this slow blink gesture. You can literally speak cat with your eyes. Now here's where building a strong bond becomes a practice rather than just a passive experience. Animal behaviorists consistently emphasize that bond formation with cats requires understanding 3 core principles: respect for autonomy, consistency of presence, and reading behavioral cues accurately. Respecting autonomy means understanding that cats operate on their own timeline. Unlike dogs, who have been selectively bred for thousands of years to eagerly follow human direction, cats maintain a strong sense of personal agency. Forcing interaction backfires every single time. Research has demonstrated that cats actually approach and engage longer with people who ignore them compared to people who aggressively seek their attention. The counterintuitive truth is that the less you chase your cat, the more your cat will come to you. Consistency of presence is about building familiarity through routine. Cats are highly sensitive to environmental changes and patterns. When you establish predictable routines around feeding, play, and quiet time together, you are creating a framework of safety. Your cat begins to associate your presence with positive and predictable experiences. That association is the raw material of trust, and trust is the foundation of every strong human-feline bond. Reading behavioral cues accurately is perhaps the most powerful skill you can develop. A cat communicating discomfort through a lashing tail or flattened ears is telling you something specific. When you respond correctly by giving space, you demonstrate that you understand. Over time, cats learn that their signals are being heard. This is transformative. It shifts the dynamic from you being an unpredictable giant in their environment to you being a reliable, responsive companion. Let us talk about vocalization, because this is where the science gets genuinely remarkable. Adult cats in the wild almost never meow at each other. Meowing is a behavior that domestic cats have developed almost exclusively to communicate with humans. Each cat essentially develops a unique vocal vocabulary customized for their specific human. Studies using audio analysis have shown that cat vocalizations are highly individualized and that experienced owners can distinguish the emotional content of their own cat's meows with impressive accuracy. Your cat has literally invented a language for you. The purr deserves its own moment. Most people assume cats purr only when happy, but the science is more nuanced. Cats purr across a range of emotional states, including stress, pain, and recovery. Researchers believe purring may serve a self-soothing and even physical healing function, as the frequency range of a cat's purr, typically between 25 and 150 hertz, overlaps with frequencies that have been shown to promote bone density and tissue repair in scientific studies. When your cat purrs on your lap, something genuinely therapeutic might be happening for both of you. Building that bond also means engaging your cat's natural instincts through play. Cats are obligate hunters. Their nervous systems are wired for the hunt, capture, and kill sequence. When you engage your cat with interactive play that mimics prey movement, you are not just entertaining them. You are fulfilling a deep biological need and positioning yourself as someone who makes their world richer and more satisfying. That matters to the bond in ways that go beyond simple affection. Here is the most important thing animal science wants you to understand. The quality of your relationship with your cat is a direct reflection of how deeply you choose to understand them. The science exists. The research is clear. Cats bond, cats communicate, cats trust, and cats love in their own profoundly feline way. The question is whether you are paying close enough attention to see it. Start practicing the slow blink tonight. Watch what happens. Your cat has been waiting for you to finally speak their language.